you're a church boy, but that didn't give church at all.
Ready, set, fight! Victory or precious mark? Victory Gbakara or precious mark? Hey, hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One. You know how I like to ask you questions, so please quickly answer. Who are you voting for? Victory or precious mark? Let's talk about the Nigerian Idol Season 8 semi-finals. I have some reservations. First of all, I'd like to say that somehow in my mind, based off of the comments you all dropped from my last episode, I must say this. Somehow in my mind, I just feel like this season went really fast. And somehow, I still stand on the point that I did not think that Ose Daniel should have left last week. I don't know, his eviction is still very painful, but somehow I think that he should have stayed. Like the way they took out people was really fast because by next week, we're just going to be having just two people. So I really felt that the finale should have at least had three people, or even like we should have had three people perform today. Anyways, that's just my thoughts. Let's talk about what happened today between the top two. Now we have IK come on board to talk about the fact that it's time for us to send somebody home. So we had the three finalists called on stage. We had Quest, we had Victory, and then we had Precious Mark. And I must say, I love the fact that they all were twinning in their black attires. I mean, Victory was shining in his suit, and then we had the ladies in their gowns. They look really gorgeous. And then Ike comes and calls the first person who made it, or who is moving on to the finale, and that was Precious Mark! I mean, I expected it based off her performance from last week. There's no way she would not be going to the finale. And then the second person moving on to the finale is none other than Victory Gbakara. That means that Quest's journey had come to an end.
Super grateful to everybody that has believed in me.
I wish her all the best. That's been a beautiful one for her. I mean, Quest is one lady that from the beginning, remember what I said, very attentive to detail and all of that. Sometimes she just made me happy. Other times I'll be like, what's happening with you? But the girl is good and I wish you all the best. Now let's talk about the top two. Now tonight they had to perform 3 times. The first one is to perform the songs they felt should have been sung in a better way. The second one is the judges' favorite, and the last but not the least is their own favorites. That's the contestant favorites. Now, the very first person to be called to perform the song that has been performed before on the show by somebody else, and a song which they feel should have been performed better, is Precious Mark singing "Rolling in the Deep" by Adele.
Finally, I can see you crystal clear.
I like it when a performer or a singer while singing takes away the microphone from the mic stand. I mean, it just gives me some kind of, I don't know, it gives me some kind of excitement. It just makes me really excited because it just feels like that person has come to stay. That person understands the song. That person owns the music at that point in time. It just sends me. So when Precious did that, I was like, girl, take it, take it.
You had my heart inside your head.
I would like to also say that Precious Mark owned that song and she kind of like Africanized the song. Somewhere in my head, while I was listening to her, I had my foot was tapping. I was like, and then as well, I was having some kind of thoughts in my mind. I was like, what if this girl sings a kind of Akbala song? I don't know. It was just in my mind based off her songs that she has done so far. And then I was also thinking about, probably she could sing something in Yoruba language. I mean, I feel like she would do really well. Precious, if you are watching this, how about you take up my advice? But anyway, she really owned the song and I loved it. Now moving on to the first performance coming from Victory for tonight. And I just remember now, my voice just went, presenting Victory singing, "It's a man's world."
A woman or a girl.
The reason for my excitement, Baba came in with a glass of something. I was thinking, is it alcohol? Is it juice? Is it something? But he was singing. The props was given. He sings, takes a sip, holds the microphone. Brother Victory. See, guys, I was already taking there are different parts of that song that just really got me. I mean, I could feel the face offness of this competition the moment Victory came on that stage. Not some point in the competition, it sometimes feels like, oh, you know who the winner would be, oh, this person is going to win. But with what Victory is bringing on board, guys, I can't even guess anymore. But anyways, I love the way he owned that song. And towards the end of his session, we found out that it was apple juice. I mean, like, guy, do you? He just owned the song and I loved it. Now, moving on to the second segment of the competition for tonight, we are going to the judges' favorites or the judges' best. And the judges will be picking songs that they feel are the best or reasons best known to them. Now, the first person coming to sing is Precious Mark. Now, this song was chosen by Simi, and Simi just feels that this song should have been sung better, and that's why she's allowing Precious sing the song again. Here is Precious Mark. From this moment. Now, here is the thing. I would like to call this performance powerful and present. The first time I heard Precious sing this song, I kind of loved it. I was surprised when Simi said, it's a song that she felt she could do more. But Simi is the veteran here. But anyways, I would like to call the song powerful and present because she exuded so much power when she was singing, one. And secondly, while she was singing, she was really present. I mean, there were times when Precious was singing that I was like raising one eyebrow or the other. But overall, I would say it was a very good performance coming from Precious Mark. Now, moving on to Victory. Moving on to Victory Gbakara. Now, this song was chosen by the band. Now, the band says he believes that Victory Gbakara is a pastor in this field. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday. Who told the ocean you could only come this? Victory sang with so much emotion. I found myself feeling like this guy was preaching on that stage. I know. Yeah, that's it. I found myself, honestly, if I want to be honest with you, because I love the fact that you guys are always honest on the comments, I found myself remembering the promises of the Lord upon my life. Okay, that's how I felt listening to him. I don't even know when I started singing. I did not even know when I felt like I was already praying while this guy was performing. I'm not joking. I mean, I really must applaud the band for choosing this song for Victory because for some very interesting reason, this was not, it felt more than a competition at some point. I was like, wow, Victory. See, this one Victory collect, but the band, I must greet you specially. Your face show, your brain shine. The third and the last segment of the show. Now, this is the contestants' favorites. What the song that they feel is their best. Now, coming first on stage is Precious Mark. She chooses the song Overload by Maven. See, the only thing that was going through my mind while I was watching this performance was that it was much better than the first time that she sang it. And I also did not kind of like agree with her when she said that was her best performance or that was her favorite, because I mean, there was this other song that she sang by Yvonne Chaka Chaka, Ukomboti. But I don't even remember, and there were other ones as well. Even there was one that she sang at the beginning of the competition that had to do with Ayo. So I really felt like But when she came on stage, Ike asked her, why did you pick that song? And she said the first time she sang it, like I just mentioned, she felt like she didn't do justice to it, and then she wanted a second chance to do justice to it. I mean, to right all the wrongs that might be in anybody's heads as regards how she sang it the first time. But I really have to give it to her because that song is not a song that was sung by just one person. We had close to 4 or 5 people on that track, and she just decided to deliver it on her own. So I really have to give it to her. Now, last but not the least for tonight, when it comes to the contestants' best, is Victory Gbakara. And this song, it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just that. All I can say about this performance is somehow in my mind, correct me if I'm wrong, it felt like this guy was just celebrating. And I like the fact that Ike comes and says, why did you pick that song? And then he answered by saying that the song, when he sang it the first time, he was literally at his happiest moments. Like apart from every other one that he performed, that was his happiest moment. So that's why he decided to like sing that song again. I mean, I could feel the whole. It just felt like that guy just came on stage to just celebrate. Honestly, guys, at the beginning of this competition, especially when we got to the top three, I really thought that I really knew who was going to win this competition. But based on what is going on now, I really can't even say who is going on for the prize. I mean, I have had some comments about, oh, a female should win this year. No, a male should win this year. It's about who is better. Like, I really do not know between Victory and Precious, because these two people, honestly, were not even in my top two at the beginning of the show, but they just came, leveled up, and they have grown so well. So please let me know who you are voting for in the comment section. Again, like I started the show, Victory Gbakara or Precious Mark? Victory Gbakara or Precious Mark? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Lucy's Quick One. I got you with the finale next week, Sunday. Do not forget, guys, to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe to my amazing channel. I got you with beautiful content right here. Till then, guys, remember to enjoy every moment. Bye!